Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Redeemables podcast, a podcast where we take movies that ranked 50 or below on the Metacritic and decide whether to go, yeah, that was pretty good, or nail them to the cross. To the cross. Thank you. Today on this riveting episode, I am your host, Paul.
Pulled it early.
Boring old Paul, or as I like to call myself, Duff. And with me is the only vegan dinosaur I've ever met, the Dinosaurs.
I've got a half-hour rant about it if you want to hear it.
Yeah.
No, I pumped it up.
About veganism?
Yeah, it was the only thing I could think of.
It's the way of the future, man.
And the only dinosaur that only eats dung, Kennysaurus.
Once. I ate dung fucking once and it gets stuck to me my whole life.
The dung
I'm the
got
dung
stuck
guy.
to you? Yeah, and I'm the
It
dung
was
one
weird.
time.
The fact you made it into a smoothie that was weird.
Today we are doing Jurassic World Dominion.
Genetic power has now been unleashed.
We made a terrible mistake.
The doomsday clock might be about out of time.
If our world's gonna survive, what matters is what we do now.
I could use your expertise.
You coming or what?
A baby raptor? I made a promise we would bring her home.
You made a promise to a dinosaur.
Yeah. What?
Here's a Wikipedia, guys, because that's what I'm about. Jurassic World Dominion is a 2022 American science fiction action film directed by Colin Trevorrow.
Yeah, I saw that and thought, good luck, Duff.
Yeah, good. Who co-wrote the screenplay with Emily Carmichael. The film stars an ensemble cast including Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, Laura Dern, Jeff Goldblum, Sam Neill, Dee Wonder Wise, Biddy Wong, and Omar Sy. Dern, Goldblum, and Neill reprised their roles from the Jurassic Park trilogy, appearing for the first time since 1994.
Wow.
Wild.
The film is set 4 years after the events of Fallen Kingdom, with dinosaurs now living alongside humans around the world. It follows Owen Grady and Claire Dearing as they embark on a rescue mission while Alan Grant and Ely Sattler
Yep.
reunite with Ian Malcolm to expose a conspiracy by geonomics.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yeah, geonomics, yep.
Really fucking butchering this.
Oh, I've read some books on geonomics. I won't bore you
Corporation
with
Rice
it.
dummies.
I won't bore you with it.
I once rival defunct InGen. Fuck it.
We get the idea.
Yeah, I just hate Wiki, I think. I hate hosting. I hate Wiki.
You got a bad
I
one
hate
there.
everything about it.
That was not a fun one for you, though.
It wasn't great.
Yeah.
All right.
The biggest standout from that is the reprisal of the first few, isn't it?
Yeah.
From the originals. Because that was the big... I
this-
suppose we'll get into that later, but that was the big marketing push for this one, wasn't it?
This
Bringing them back.
Yeah. Get
this
that
whole
band back
movie is
together.
based for MFFs.
MF.
Motherfucking fans.
Oh, yeah.
And
I know
I'm
the
one
film.
of those motherfucking
Well,
fans.
if it was for real fans, though, they would have included Jeff Goldblum's daughter doing gymnastics. Because we all know that's the fucking highlight of the first trilogy.
Oh, it's so good. Taking out raptors.
I was gutted when she wasn't part of it.
Do you guys want to hear the tagline?
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
love to.
There's only two. And they're both shit. But you choose the less shittier one out of two of them?
All right.
Okay, one of them is, it all started here.
What?
But it didn't.
No.
No, it started in Jurassic Park 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
Yeah, didn't like it.
No. No from me.
This isn't even a tagline, it's just a random fact. The epic conclusion to the Jurassic era.
The Jurassic. Okay.
Mm.
Jurassic era. Yeah.
Era.
It's
Yeah.
better than the first one, but still.
Yep, okay.
I don't like either of them.
No.
So I made my own.
It should have
Okay.
said something about genomics.
Geonomics.
Genomics.
No.
Genomics.
Gymnastics.
Gymnastics.
So I have done, we're racing towards the extinction of our species.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Way
That's
better.
perfect.
Way better.
Or, enjoy you MFFs.
Also good because there's questions to be asked.
Yes, so many questions. All right, so,
Stat me.
yeah, budget.
Yeah.
How much do you reckon this
A lot. It costs a lot.
mother trucker cost?
Yeah. $150 million.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, it'd be around that. Yeah, I'll go 180.
Yeah, you're both right in the middle. It's $165 million.
That's so much money.
Yeah, a lot of
That is
helicopters.
so much
A
fucking
lot of
money.
helicopters. No drones in this one, just all helicopters. Do you want to guess the GBO?
I was thinking about this because I actually don't know why, but for the first time I thought about this question in advance. Probably because it's a Jurassic movie and they make a lot of money.
Yeah.
This we do movies from the 90s all the time, and we talk about 100 million being the blockbuster there, and we've mentioned it before. Those are rookie numbers now.
Yeah, they're just child's play. Yeah.
So I'm going to say like $700 million, which is just sounds like a made up number.
Yeah, it does.
I am not going to go that hard. I reckon like 400, 450.
Okay. You're both, well, you're pretty close. Way off, though, Ken. Sorry.
So, okay.
It's $998 million
What
it made.
Fucking hell.
See,
Yeah.
this is what I'm saying. Like,
That's what I don't get.
I can't. It's like trying to comprehend the size of space. I can't fathom it.
But this got slammed.
Yeah,
Slammed.
that's what I
Got
mean.
Slammed.
Slammed by critics, but it was watched by everyone.
Yeah.
Bring those 3 original stars back. I'm watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I watched it in gold
Yeah,
class.
but the people
I'm
that
spending
go to the
money.
movies now, the original cast isn't an appeal to them, is it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Everyone my age went. Did you see it in the movies?
No.
No,
Oh, well, wrong crowd. Crickets.
I haven't seen a movie since 1999.
So you bring up a good fact.
It's Pulp Fiction.
I've got all the budgets and all the box office for every single Jurassic Park. So we're going to put those numbers to the test. So
Okay.
Jurassic Park 1,
Yep.
that cost $63 million.
That was a lot then, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you want to know how much it made?
Oh, 700 billion. 700.
4 billion. No, 300.
Okay. $1.2 billion.
That's out of control.
That is in 1993.
No wonder there's 6 of them.
When a ticket was $5.50.
Yeah, it's threepence.
Okay, we got The Lost World as well. That cost $73 million.
Yeah, okay.
And it's lowering down.
Well, just one sec. Just rewind. He's only did 1.2 bill.
1.2 billion there.
Didn't fucking Spider-Man just break the record and it
Yeah.
only did a bill?
Nah, made a lot more than that.
Did it? Okay.
Yeah, I believe so.
I'll fact check that after.
don't-
I'll put it in the
don't.
cliff notes of the episode.
Because they're all fucking wrong. Lost World cost $73 million.
Yeah.
A lot of helicopters in that one. Also boats.
Yeah.
Right.
Boats and
I liked that one.
Vince Vaughn shining.
Yeah, yeah. Vince
Oh,
Vaughn's
yeah.
good in it.
Yeah, yeah.
He bring a plan B. Why was it? It was me. Okay. Lost World.
Is that the gymnastics one?
Yeah, that's
Lost World,
gymnastics.
yeah, that's the gymnastics
The
one,
high
yeah.
tide.
Yeah.
And Pete the Hunter. But just
Yeah.
it's one of my favorite movies.
It's good.
Number 2.
I like Lost World.
That made $619 million. So it lost a bit of money
Yeah, weird.
compared to Jurassic Park, but it's still a massive amount of fucking money. $619 million.
Crazy.
Weird when the first sequel does less to such a successful film.
Yeah.
Because normally the sequel always does more than the first, even if it's way worse.
Yeah.
Just because we're give me that again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half
I
as
think
much.
this one, there's no Dr. Alan Grant. It's like,
Yeah, okay.
and he made the first one.
People are coming for Sam Neill.
Yeah, but they're coming for Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so good in that movie. What I'm up to? Oh yeah, Jurassic Park 3, the steaming pile of shit. That cost $93 million.
Right.
Apparently, they actually cloned a real Spinosaurus and let it roam free.
For that much, yeah.
Yeah, and put feathers on the raptors.
Now-
That's how much does feathers on raptors cost? Can I tell you? $15 million to put feathers on a fucking raptor.
Yeah, you want high quality feathers. You want good down.
You want good down. Is that the one with the kind of pterodactyl bird cage?
Yeah,
Yep,
the bird
cool.
cage.
I just remember them by moments. I haven't watched the 2 and 3 for quite a while.
I watched. I went on a rampage and watched all of them a few months back, and I had a good time.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Okay, that
You're a
made-
dinosaur guy.
I am a dinosaur guy. I read dinosaur books. I have a dinosaur mug.
I love how much you
Drink
love
coffee out of dinosaur mug. I'm like a 6-year-old child.
We've been through this. There's a 6-year-old boy inside your head.
Yeah. Just fucking banging drums together. So that made $368 million. Not good.
No.
That's not good. That's not the numbers they're searching for. They're like, okay, bin it.
Yeah,
We're not doing it anymore. And
They
then
got progressively worse. And I was like,
you
all
can-
right, that's enough. Pull the pin. We're gonna fuck
d-
this.
d- Yeah. No matter how big this spectacle, it didn't match the heart of the first one, or to a certain extent the second one.
Yep.
So
Did
I got,
Spielberg do all three of the first ones?
no, he did.
He only did the
I
first?
think he did the first and maybe the second. He
Okay.
definitely didn't
Not
do
sure.
that Pile of Shit 3.
And are they all written by Michael Crichton?
Michael Crichton has. I've read the books actually.
I know you have.
I've read Jurassic Park and The Lost World as well.
Okay, so he wrote the books. For
Yeah,
the
yeah,
first
he
one.
wrote the
Okay.
books.
So
And,
there's your pattern.
yeah, so some of the stuff from book 1 was put into the movie Lost World.
Yeah.
Where the guy gets eaten by those Cosmo.
Yeah.
In the book, it's Richard. Sir
The
Richard.
mini dinosaurs at the
Yeah.
start. Yeah.
In the first book, Sir Richard gets killed. That's a fucking movie podcast. I don't know what I'm talking about. And then I got Jurassic World 1. That cost $150 million to make.
Yes. Yeah.
They're throwing it all in.
Yeah.
Let's get another fucking franchise. Here.
Still low risk, though.
Low risk.
150 mil is low risk when it's based on Jurassic World. It's got Chris Pratt.
Jurassic Park 3 was the last dinosaur movie. What
Yeah.
do people need? They want more fucking
Yeah, we
dinosaurs.
want more.
So
let's build a new fan base, friends.
Sorry, but you're forgetting about the 2001 classic Raptor.
So am I, apparently.
So's everyone ever.
Raptor. Okay.
Is Frank Grillo in it?
Just quick stuff. So what was the gap between 3 and...
Yeah, a few years.
Oh, we've got it.
I
It
didn't
was
look
like
it
at
up.
least
I should've
10 years though, right?
No, more than that.
No, I think it's like 12.
Is it?
No, at least.
1993 is...
When did the third one come out? Would have been 2000.
Yeah, really
so-
early. So,
And
I
then
could-
the Jurassic World, the first one was like 2012 or something?
Right.
13 maybe?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Let's round it up to a decade, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's a decade, though? Is that 100? No, that's a century.
That's a 10, no, decade's 10 years.
10 years. Yep, we'll do a decade plus 4 years.
Decade and a bit. A decade and some change.
Yeah.
So
a
glad
baker's
I asked.
decade.
So glad I asked.
That made 150. No, that the budget was 150 million. It made 1.7 billion.
1.7 billion bloody dollars.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
That's
Huge number.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? We got a new fan base. Let's keep going.
Yep.
Jurassic-
Milk it.
Well, you didn't have to have seen the first three. Like, if you were a kid just coming in,
Oh, it's
you'd probably seen Jurassic Park. And who doesn't show their kid Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
But you could just
Amish.
come in. Yeah, true. You could come in blank
Yeah.
and just watch Jurassic World and go, oh, this is sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah.
Dinosaurs. Chris Pratt.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Jurassic World 2, the horror story. It's a horror movie.
Yeah.
I tell you what it is. It's an
I thought you were
adventure
saying
movie.
it's horrible.
Then it turns into horror.
Yeah, it's a horror at the end.
Horror at the end.
So,
like I've showed Joey all of these apart from Jurassic World 2 because it's a horror.
Yes.
Yeah.
The last like
Well, they
45
tried to mimic Jurassic Park 1, like the very first one, in the kitchen scene
Yeah, but it
with the
went too
raptors.
dark.
But it went for like fucking half an hour.
Too
and it was
dark.
just this dinosaur stalking these kids in a mansion.
And the raptors
I
are
liked
just
it.
regular dinosaurs, and this one's like
Yeah.
an advanced species of
Yeah,
dinosaur.
it started to get silly
Yeah.
aroundabouts there.
Okay. So
When
when
they had the dinosaurs coming out on like the runway, and you know the global billionaires, like
Yeah.
bidding on the dinosaurs,
Yeah,
and they're
the-
like weapons for the military or whatever. I was like, like I'm still here, but like, let's not push this any further.
hanging by a thread over here.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm watching a
Exactly.
movie with a triceratops and rocket launchers like on the side.
What is this about to become a Dinotopia crossover?
Yeah,
Fucking Tony
fuck,
Stark
I'm
isn't
all
even
out.
trying anymore.
So that was still made huge numbers, $1.3 billion.
Yeah, heaps.
So
good
in a
money.
sense, Jurassic World with all the extra bits was got kind of a letdown because it didn't hit the billion mark by $2 million.
So why, if it's done another bill, like why are they stopping it?
That
Like,
was
it's just a fucking cash cow.
It's time.
Is it? Well, it definitely is. But is it like we're going to stop it here, and then they've actually already got plans for 10 years from now, and they relaunch it again, and they just rake in another?
Yeah,
three-
probably.
Yeah, I imagine
surely,
so.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very possible.
It's going to be a cash cow forever.
They've probably identified the actor is 8 years old. He doesn't know it yet. It's like Manchester United. They've signed him up at the age of 8 or whatever.
No, it'll obviously be Tom Holland.
He owns the Universal.
Of course, it's fucking Tom Holland. Are you kidding yourself?
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be perfect.
He's signed a 30-year deal with Universal.
Tricera rockets. I'm still thinking about
Okay,
Tricera
so, all right.
rockets.
So this is the pitch, right?
Yep.
Tom Holland,
Yep.
and he's in like the Chris Pratt sort of role. He's the hero.
Mhm.
Dinosaurs, but there's a new one. It's even bigger, but it's trainable, and it
It's
also
tra-
and it has rocket launches for arms.
It's called How to Train My Triceratops.
Yeah, like it's tiny little arms.
Tiny
at the
little
front.
arms,
They
yeah, little
become
fucking-
rocket launches.
No, that's great.
It's good. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good. Who's not going?
Straight to DVD
I
release.
guarantee you Japan has already made that movie, by the way.
Rocket arms.
Yeah,
Reptile Man.
It's 100% a Japanese movie that's got that in it.
Sounds good.
Let's see what the critics say, because I know I'm going to get bad five from Ben. This is not going to be good for me. And I don't know, you're hard to read, Ken.
I want to be.
I hope you felt something in this one, I tell you. All right, this is Nicholas Bartha from BBC.
Okay.
The film's only major fault is Trevorrow's desperation to ensure the viewers get their money's worth. Jam-packed with silliness, spectacle, intrigue, romance, and just about everything else, Jurassic World Dominion has regular popcorn-spilling scares, exhilarating, expertly choreographed action set pieces that will earn a tip at the baseball cap of Steven Spielberg himself. And the numerous characters all have plenty to do.
Is this a bad review?
He gave it 80. I just got a bad feeling about this. Like, yeah. I'll give you the secret of how to make this movie good in a minute.
It's weird.
So good, like, through a little.
The bit that threw me on that whole review is romance. I was like, romance?
Yeah,
was there romance in it?
there?
Was there?
Laura Dern and Grant.
Oh,
Dr.
right.
Alan
At the
Grant.
end, they make
Yeah, I
out.
was trying not to think about that.
Oh, I did think about it. I'm sorry, I said that creepily. Okay, let's get down to business. This is, oh no. I forgot to print his name.
Oh, well.
But
Doesn't
he's
matter.
anonymous.
Tell me where he's from, and I'll
I
tell
wish
you
I
his name.
didn't print his magazine, Collider, he's from.
Let's call him Herschel
Oh,
Humperdinck.
Collider's
Herschel
massive,
Humperdinck. Yeah. Collider's good.
Collider's good. Yeah, I read a lot of their shit. Actually.
Dominion isn't just the worst film in this frequently disappointing franchise. It's also one of the worst blockbusters in recent memory.
Wow.
25.
Right.
Harsh.
Yeah, right.
I'm glad I didn't write his name down.
Yeah.
In a world of not so good blockbusters, that is quite the criticism.
It's very true. Unfortunately, that is very, very true.
Oh, I'm just not going to enjoy this. Vulture,
Yeah.
Bill G. Ebri.
Yeah, I know him.
It's frantic yet lifeless, chaotic yet pro forma. A thorough lack of care emanates from the screen.
Yep.
20.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah.
fucking really rough. Really rough. And the next one I got is from the Wall Street Journal. Stick to fucking Wall Street. Kyle Smith. All the roaring and thundering Dominion carries roughly the dramatic impact of a robust sneeze because Mr. Trevorrow, I struggle with that name all day, has forgotten what we human beings are about, despite our addiction to a spectacle, the human beings.
Yeah, okay. So it's got no soul, he's saying.
You're saying the human beings are...
It's heartless.
Yeah, but what does he know? Go count stock.
Dude from Wall Street Journal tells the world they're heartless. Righto, bud.
Okay, I got another 20 here. These are all 20s. Making dinosaurs feel really dull was a rather revealing storytelling choice from Trevorrow. Viewers aren't bored of seeing them on screen, but he sure seems to be.
Okay.
A lot of these reviews are like really aimed at the director.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
fuck you,
Yep.
Yeah.
Mr. Trevorrow.
Mr. Trevorrow's
Let's
copping
call him
it.
Colin.
Yeah, let's
call him Colin.
let's
from
call
now
him
on.
because I'm getting real tongue tied and my mouth's dry and I'm a bit hungover, Ken. From this fucking movie, I might add, which I'll bring that up hugely soon. The last one is from Ed Gonzalez at Slant.
Okay.
While Dominion isn't suffocating itself with world building, much of it is frustratingly untapped. It's wholly given over to corny fan service.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
That's a good one.
Frustratingly
Yeah.
untapped.
Yeah.
I would
you know
write-
what? I think
Ah, shit.
I might have nailed it.
Is that it?
All right, that's all the reviews.
Yep.
I've just got one thing. It's a word of advice. I wish I gave it to you before you watched the movie. And
Just put a marker on that frustratingly untapped.
Yeah.
Just want to expand
Put a pin
on
in
that
that.
slightly. Put a pin in that. Now go.
put a pin in it. Okay, so for MFFs,
Yep.
I want you to be an MFF. These are the 5 steps to enjoying.
I'm an MFF, just to put it out there.
Yeah,
I'm a big
well-
Jurassic Park, Jurassic World guy. I love
These are
it.
the
I'm a
5
casual.
steps to enjoying Jurassic World. Step 1: put on some comfy PJs. Something real nice.
I don't own PJs.
Something you're not
Me
afraid to
neither.
get a little bit messy.
Um,
Step 1.
Yeah.
Step 2: make yourself a delightful snack. I highly recommend a delightful melted cheese sandwich
Yeah.
with bread optional.
Yeah.
Number 3: pour a scotch and relax.
I can do that.
Number 4: Chumbawamba it.
Sorry?
What? Chumbawamba it, Ken.
What is Chumbawamba?
Chumbawamba
if you
it.
get knocked down, you get up again.
He drinks a whiskey drink. He drinks a vodka drink. He drinks a lager drink. He drinks a cider drink. And that's what I did last night. 30 minutes into this movie, I was ready to go. And step 5, repeat step 3.
Okay. All right.
So you do these 5 steps. I guarantee you will fucking love this movie.
Right.
You'll love
You
it.
got to be hammered.
That
You'll
horse is
love it.
bolted, mate. But
And the only thing that's going to
I might have to revisit.
yeah.
ruin it is not remembering it the next day and you are really hungover. So it's a fine line.
It's not a fine line. I don't remember anything about it, and I was not drunk.
I watched it on the way here on my phone in the car.
You hit those 5 steps and that's if you stop the pod if you're listening at home or in your car. Skip work, go watch this following those 5 steps guideline that I've recently given you.
This has
10
been
seconds
life
ago.
coaching with Dad.
I like it.
Okay, let's go to general discussion. This is where my notes dwindle.
Frustratingly untapped. Can we do that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's do
go
that.
for it.
Let's do
I
that.
was frustratingly untapped. I thought what was really frustratingly untapped, because I'll put it out there. When this trailer dropped, I must have messaged it to 20 people and I said, enjoy, guys. Someone's just made the greatest film ever made.
Yeah.
The trailer was wicked.
Yeah.
It was basically everything I'd ever wanted from a dinosaur movie.
Dinosaurs
where it was
banging together.
Dinosaurs living amongst us, coexisting with humans off the island.
Yep.
And I'm like, they've rewritten the whole fucking thing.
It's my dream.
And we're now going to have to deal with dinosaurs amongst us.
Yeah.
And then like the first 10 minutes, and I'm like, yes. That opening scene on the Bering Sea with the giant, whatever it's,
Yeah,
you probably
yeah.
know the name of the dinosaur.
Massasaurus.
Massasaurus comes out and grabs like the big cage of fish or whatever it grabs. And then it does like that. Now this, it's kind of news thing, and it's like black market dinosaurs and all that shit. And then the next scene, they're like stealing a dinosaur, and they go through in the van and the Stegosaurus and all this shit. And I'm like, oh, and the pterodactyls on top of the fucking Empire
Yeah,
State, I think
yeah,
it was.
yeah.
And I was like, this is wicked.
Yeah.
This is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And that's the end of it. That's the end of dinosaurs. Not as in the end of my enjoyment. That's the end of dinosaurs living amongst us. Oh, he herds the dinosaurs, sorry, so you get that bit as well. But it's kind of all the first 15 minutes is everything that I was in love with about the trailer.
Yeah.
And then it just all goes away.
Right.
And we're back to there's an island and there's some dinosaurs.
See-
and it's not a theme park this time. It's a biochemistry
What
lab.
you're saying is my ultimate movie. I don't need fucking humans. I don't need character development. Just show me fucking
show me
dinosaurs like
dinosaurs.
terrorizing motherfuckers.
Yeah,
like,
so
show me that.
What you're
That
saying
frustrated me.
is 100% what I thought as well.
Yeah.
Like I'm like
There was a whole movie there.
my
Yeah.
notes basically should say what Ken said because I felt exactly the same thing. I was
Yeah.
like, but I didn't see the trailer. I didn't.
Yeah,
check
okay. Were you not one of the people I messaged it to?
Apparently we got
Did
my
you
number, Ken.
did you watch any of
You're
the?
probably above this.
They did short videos as well before this was released, like an hour
I didn't see
beforehand.
that.
And some of the video footage in the opening credits just actually look it up. The short bit, it's Allosaurus.
Like they did with Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah,
They
it's
had Batista's like backstory, the war with the droids or whatever.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
cool.
like Allosaurus destroying the caravan park. That's fucking really good. It's a family.
Oh, yeah,
two
yeah,
families together in a caravan park, and all of a sudden,
So they're like mini
doom, doom.
movies
And then,
like, in the build up.
yeah, it's like a mini movie.
I like
which,
that.
That actually, before this movie was even announced, it's like, what's that?
Ah, cool.
It's directed by Colin, and it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's coming.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
yeah. So that's the thing. The fact that there was this marketing plan in place before there was a movie, and I heard something recently on another podcast that suggested there was actually merchandise plan
Yeah.
before there was even a script.
Yeah,
They actually used this movie as the example of how Hollywood's put the sort of merchandising cart before the horse a little
like
bit.
they
that's
did
how it
with,
does now. That's what they do. They
the-
they ruin it with merch, and people find out what that character's going to look like Gore from Thor: Thunder and Love.
Oh, okay.
They see
already
the
have
actual
merch.
character.
They already
then
have
they
the
actually
pop
see
vinyl.
Natalie Portman in a like Thor uniform. Oh shit, she's going to be another
Thor, right?
Yeah,
They did
right.
it. The newest Star Wars franchise, the first one. What was that called? The first of the new ones? No, the new ones.
The new ones. What new ones?
Like the new
Something
stuff.
it awakens.
Yes, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember
Awakens,
those little The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Remember those little white bird things that are on that island?
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, those toys were fucking out before the movie was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
And then those toys were those characters were shoehorned into that movie like a son of a bitch, just because it's like, oh, we could sell 1 billion of those because they're cute.
Yeah. So it's very interesting that that's the point that's made. That,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
No.
Well, what do you? Well, I had some good stuff. Like,
I
it
did
wasn't all
too.
bad.
Let's go.
That was just my initial frustration with the movie.
Yep.
Was this is not what I was fucking sold, man?
Yeah. I understand that. But
Yeah.
let's talk about things we liked. And then
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can,
sure. No, I
you
got
can ruin
plenty.
my soul with the things you just
No,
said.
I got plenty of things I liked. Yeah.
Okay. For me, it
What
was
do you
all
got?
the throwbacks. It was tiny bits of throwbacks. It was the flare,
Yep.
the old flare,
Yep.
lines from the first
With the
movie.
Brontosaurus or with the Jiggered Goddarsaurus at the end.
Yeah,
they used
both.
the flare a couple of times.
Yeah. They used it twice.
Was that a Brontosaurus? Sorry, you should correct me if I get the dinosaurs. names wrong.
Something like that.
The big one with the girl.
Yeah, the big one with the
I
guy.
enjoyed that scene.
That was cool.
I liked that scene. I thought
Well,
that was
it's
good.
another dinosaurs living with humans scene.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the way she handled it, and everyone was like,
Yeah.
this girl's
we-
up, and what's up?
What gets me is work safety's not there going, who is that young child walking between all this lumber and heavy equipment? Like, what is she doing? Fuck the dinosaurs. What is she
She's
doing
not even
here?
wearing a high vis or anything.
Yeah, no high vis,
you're
no
right.
high.
Terrible.
Probably just regular shoes.
I bet she didn't sign in at reception.
No,
It's fucking
nothing.
chaos stuff.
Nothing.
I love that stuff. Said it before, but the dinosaur, show me anything like that, and I was like, this is really cool.
Yeah.
Just majestic dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
And you know what, Duff, I've got to say, in that reality where we're living amongst dinosaurs, like you level up.
Yeah.
Because if you're not, you'd
know
be the guy in the
dinosaurs,
construction site
Yeah,
going,
but then a level down.
fire a flare and follow me, and everyone be like, fucking Duff's just come in handy.
The 6-year-old boy in Duff's
God.
head is leading us to safety.
President.
President, that would be a fucking thing. Here are the 5 steps to surviving, everyone. Chumbawamba it. The whole gang being back together, MFF, I love it.
Yep.
I'm all for it. I love it's like they never left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, they aged well.
Yeah, they have, yeah.
really well.
Yeah.
The three of them, this is
Here's a-
30 years has passed.
Yeah.
And how old were they in the first one? I
Yeah.
feel like they were 45 in the first one.
Here's a
They
fun
must
fact.
have been. They must have been 35, 40 in the first one.
Yeah.
Like in real
They
life.
just seem super
So
old.
now they may be 70.
Yeah.
But what? Sam Neill looks that good at 70? Laura
Yeah.
Dern looks that good at 70?
Yeah.
Goldblum looks that good at 70? Is that how old they are?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Legends
But
don't
they look
age,
fucking,
mate.
they look
Legends don't age.
great, man. It blew my mind.
So in the first Jurassic Park, Richard Hammond was 76 when making the movie.
Yeah.
In this one, Sam Neill is 76.
Wow.
Fuck off.
What a
76.
fucking difference,
76,
eh?
and he looks that
Goodness.
good.
76.
Man, all that
Sam
lamb.
Neill.
All that lamb's doing him a real good. I
He looks unbelievable for
Doesn't he?
76.
I also
Incredible.
think they were, in terms of the storyline and that sort of thing, or in terms of the actual performances within the storyline, they were going for it the most. Like they seem, as actors, they seem
Yeah.
more invested to me. Like
Definitely.
they just seem to be
Chemistry between them?
Yeah, the chemistry
Still
between
existed.
them. Yeah, 100%.
It was good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
their
I
bits
like
were
that.
more enjoyable, and they just seem to
Totally
be
agree.
trying harder than maybe Chris Pratt. And,
Yeah.
Chris Pratt
BDH.
yeah,
kind of just wanders through this movie.
yeah.
And what gets me is he can speak to dinosaurs, kind of. He's a dino whisperer, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh man, so much of this movie is him just shuffling backwards with his hand.
Yeah, I'm so-
It was like you could do a supercut of it. It'd be 45
6 times. 6 times.
That's the figurine they sold. Is him just with his hand out in front of him. Yeah. Sorry.
6 times he tries to high-five a dinosaur.
Is that yeah?
How hard could it be, like, to talk to dinosaurs? Like, I could do it. It's like,
Just put your hand up.
all you got to do is offer a hand nice and slow
Yeah.
Yeah.
and say, easy, girl.
Easy.
Easy, girl.
Yeah.
Dinosaur expert right away.
Fucking Caesar Milan with dinosaurs.
It just blows my mind. He's so good at it.
It doesn't seem that difficult. It's not wrangling them or anything.
He wrangled one.
Oh, he did wrangle one. Yeah, no, I stand corrected.
Diplodocus.
I stand
That's
corrected. He wrangled away. Yep.
I also loved the opening scene with Blue.
Let
me
like
tell-
the first time you meet
Yeah.
Blue? Like
Yeah,
when he
he's
comes
got a
down
kid.
out of the
Yeah,
forest
yeah.
or whatever? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just
when Blue's teaching the kid
Yeah.
how to hunt. Yeah.
I just love that goddamn dinosaur. It's got a keychain. I've got Baby Blue on my keychain. I've got a trolley at work that's blue and a picture on it saying Baby Blue on the trolley with a picture of a velociraptor. That's how much I love Jurassic World.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah, tread carefully, motherfuckers.
It's too late.
The thing with me, let's talk about scenes because the best scene in the whole movie is every scene with a dinosaur in it. Apart from the killer raptors who attack people using a red laser, like a cat. You know, the cat
Oh,
shoots a
yeah,
red
yeah.
laser.
Yeah.
That was so fucking weird, Jess.
Yeah.
Like the whole the
I just
scene
assume
was
they
good.
got implants or something. Have they? Like what the other dinosaurs had at the biosyn or whatever
Yeah,
it's
they
called.
just they didn't
As in
really
their
explain it.
programs.
It's just like laser.
Well,
Yeah.
she did. She goes, "I've got a red laser that makes them attack people." So she explained it.
Give me some
Very
give me some-
special laser.
Give me some science.
But like
about
that dots on you for a couple of seconds, you're fucked until the dinosaur's dead, right? Like
Yeah.
it just pursues you.
Yeah.
Like that's incredible training.
Well, they weaponized the dinosaurs like they said they were going to do in Jurassic World.
That's so dope.
It's funny. Last night, you know how the dinosaur chases Chris Pratt and he's on the bike, then the bike hits a dinosaur and it lands on the
I thought
sea.
that was good. I liked that action sequence.
Yeah, I spent 10 minutes trying to figure out if raptors could swim and if that raptor survived the fall.
Oh.
Just washed up in South Africa.
My thing is, it did.
Yeah.
The bicycle breaks up the water, raptor lands in it. Raptors can breathe underwater. They're
Can they?
sea raptors.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
What?
No, I made everything up.
Oh.
My raptor's dead.
they
It made me
It's
sad.
dead. It's dead. Yeah. It's past.
Yeah.
Your coping mechanisms are strange.
Yeah,
very,
very
strange.
Also, the end fight scene. What'd you think?
As in between the two big dinosaurs.
The three big dinosaurs.
The three big. Oh, yeah, that's right. The
yeah,
other one with
yeah.
the claws comes in.
The Wolverinosaurus.
The Wolverinosaurus.
Wolverinosaurus.
That's a fucking weird dino.
Yeah, I was fine with that. I liked it. I guess it was like, oh, we better do this because this is what we do in Jurassic Park films. It felt a bit like that.
We need a big
Yeah.
fight scene with dinosaurs.
That's what happens. Yeah,
That's what they're here for.
But it was cool.
I think the last act, the third act, so probably the last 40 minutes or whatever it was, because it was a relatively long film.
Oh yeah,
Quite long.
Yeah. Was hands down the best part of the whole movie.
Yeah.
So like when it became I wrote here that it didn't become a Jurassic Park movie for an hour and 15 minutes, right?
until they got
Yeah.
to the park.
Yeah, till they escaped. Till there's dinosaurs on the loose. Now we've got a fucking Jurassic. Up until then, it was something else entirely. I've
Yeah.
got thoughts on that, but we're going to get
Yeah.
to it later. But it built from that point onwards, and I found the action sequences at the end, I thought they were pretty good. Like I was relatively invested.
You know what it is that I've just thought of there is it's when the two movies combined. So
Yeah.
it was two movies running parallel.
Yeah.
You had the movie of the clone,
Yeah.
and then you had the movie of the old cast
Yep.
with the grasshoppers and all that shit. There's literally two movies going on. So Chris Pratt, what's his character's name? Owen and Claire are hunting, well, not hunting, but looking for their child, their clone.
Organising a rescue.
Doing that bit, and then the old crew are trying to figure out that biosyn is trying to wipe out the Earth's food source. So those two, and then those two movies combine about
Yeah, they're running
that
parallel
time
for a while.
Yeah,
And
so
then-
maybe that's what it
yeah,
is.
it was when they
so
all
once
got together.
once they combine, then it's like, oh, we've just got one movie to focus on now. The grasshoppers are on fire in the sky. And there's a bit. There's
Got
a
thoughts
bit.
on that too.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because
I'm
it was
with you. I
essentially
agree.
it was more sort of an espionage style
It didn't
thriller.
it didn't know what it was.
Not particularly thrilling, unfortunately, but like more of an espionage style with a few dinosaurs in the background.
Yeah.
And when the dinosaurs came to the forefront, obviously, because it's a
Yeah.
fucking Jurassic Park movie, it elevated there.
It gets better. Yeah.
I
And then
actually
it built into the end, and I like
I
the end.
completely agree. The only good thing about the espionage bit was that little, I don't know what it is, little black market like house,
Yeah.
like just shoehorning dinosaur fans, different dinosaurs you've never seen in the actual Jurassic Park.
Okay,
That was
so for
pretty cool.
dinosaur fans, for 6-year-old boys like
Yeah,
this,
yeah. 6-year-old boys will love it.
Fuck, they were good spies.
yeah.
Or they were just out of nowhere. They're like, oh no, we've got to be spies, and they
Yeah.
were pulling off some pretty Bond
Pretty
shit.
wild
Well,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
ex Ranger,
Which
Chris
one?
Pratt is.
Owen. Yeah,
Is he?
Yeah,
Ah.
but also
Ranger.
so was.
Well,
Like,
you didn't tell me that.
Well, that's how.
it had an ex-marine in it.
90 out of 100.
So he was in. All right, I'll explain his backstory. So originally he killed Bin Laden.
I was about to say no one asked, but go on.
He did. Chris Pratt killed Bin Laden.
Okay.
In Zero Dark 30, he's the shooter that kills Bin Laden in that movie.
Right.
Then he retires, becomes a dinosaur whisperer.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
The shooter in that movie? Fuck,
Shooter in the movie.
I never knew he was in that.
So yeah, he did.
Good
Sticking
film.
to that story.
No, I'm buying it 100%.
I thought everything with the dinosaurs was right up my alley. I thought
Yeah.
the cast was good. Glad they're back. But
I thought half the cast was good.
Yeah.
I thought once they meet up, I thought the interaction would be fire. Like Owen and Dr. Alan Grant kind of had that bit with the
Yeah, no, like Chris Pratt seemed to just switch off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he phoned
Like
it in.
he wasn't there. He wasn't with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he wasn't invested at all.
Yeah.
I just feel, it was really sad.
No.
I would have expected more fire.
The best part of the cast, hands down, the best part, especially, and it was the only bit that was fun when they caught up. Hands down, Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah,
He was cooking all the way through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like he was reading a different script.
alternative opinion for highlight cast member was the pilot.
Yeah,
I don't know her name,
Yeah,
but she was fantastic.
She
man.
was good too.
Yeah, and she was kind of.
Yeah.
When I thought she was just going to be the side character that we saw for 10 minutes, and then she actually became like a mainstay character for the rest. And I was like, thank fuck, because she's great.
Yeah,
she was like real charismatic. Her lines, she was given like a good character.
That's the thing with Goldblum as well.
Yeah. I really liked
I
her.
felt like
You're
it was a really good
American.
script.
Does that make us friends?
Yeah.
The best thing about her character is when she's looking at Jeff Goldblum, and you know that super popular gif where he's sitting down and his shirt's unbuttoned, he's on the radio.
Yeah.
She looks at him and his buttons are down. And he starts putting them on.
I noticed that, but I didn't know the connection.
That's one of the little throwbacks in there.
We also needed him standing next to a big pile of shit as well if we were going to just keep recreating gifs. That would have been the one I would have gone for.
My favourite scene in the movie was the ice lake when they first crash and that dinosaur comes out.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
That is fucking...
Loved it.
That was
the feathered one?
visually amazing.
Loved it.
That was really good.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, it can't get to us now.
And then it
fucking
swims.
goes in the water.
Yeah.
And when it jumps out and you see the ice breaking behind it,
Yeah.
I press pause and went, woo!
I honestly thought that was literally the highlight of the film.
Yeah.
I thought the dinosaur was fucking cool, and it was like a new one we hadn't seen yet, I think. And just the way it swam and just the whole way it was shot, I thought, oh, that's really cool action.
Here's how you make the movie better. You get rid of that middle scene. You make it shorter, very short.
What middle scene?
The espionage,
yep,
chasing.
Yeah.
The raptor
in Morocco or wherever it was.
Yeah, the raptor doesn't die when
that
it
didn't
falls
sit
out
well
of
with
the
me.
plane.
Yeah.
They get to that place, Biosyn, quicker, and once there, someone radios someone, mercenaries come in to kill dinosaurs or rescue people, and then let's watch a proper dinosaur movie. Let's have raptors hunting again in packs. Let's have the fear of the first Jurassic Park where it's like, clever girl.
Yeah.
I want some of that. I want like
they needed
proper.
They needed a reason for the old crew to get back together and be involved with current day dinosaur breeding or whatever, right? But I think they just tried to go a little too complex with the whole grasshoppers and geonomes and all that sort of stuff. It was like, as you just said, surely there's an easier way. Like it's a simple movie. It's a blockbuster. We didn't try to go too complex, and then it just became this kind of contrived.
I've got your pitch, and,
I'm ready.
And it satisfies, I think, what Duff's asking for and what we were looking for before. It's simple. It's just about the fact that dinosaurs are now out there, and we have to assimilate in some way with them. And then you do get your raptors hunting in packs. You get like you're jogging on the beach, boom, taken out. That sort of shit, right? Just all the crazy scenarios. Even the
but where do they go with that?
Even the herbivore ones.
Who
what you
gives
do?
a fuck?
I agree.
I'm going to Pleasure Town with that kid.
This is where you get the old crew comes together because you're getting the foremost experts on dinosaurs in the world together to advise on it.
Yeah.
So that's how that's the mechanism you use to get them together.
Yeah.
There you go. It's them and Duff.
So what
you
if
can
it's
also
kind of
have
like a post-apocalyptic style movie?
Well, that's what they're trying to prevent the apocalypse.
Where the humans are like moving out of the cities.
Yeah.
And it becomes this kind of okay.
And then they start training Triceratops.
Something there.
They put rocket launchers on the side of
love
it.
it. Love it.
But that's also good for
rocket launchers.
That's the movie I want to watch.
Yeah.
You can have Baby Blue also protecting Owen Grady in that kind of sense as well, like they did in the first Jurassic World, which really worked and really uplifting.
Thought so as well.
But,
and what's at stake is all of humanity then.
Yeah.
Like in a real more tangible way.
But I understand what Ken's saying, like, how do you save it? Where do you go from there?
I'm not a fucking scriptwriter, guys. I'm just an ideas man.
You've come up with the idea of the first act.
No, it could be the whole movie, trust me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a disaster film, but the disaster is fucking dinosaurs, man.
Yeah, okay. That's what I meant by post-apocalypse. So it's like the day after tomorrow.
Yeah.
But instead of a storm,
it's not post, it's just
dinosaurs.
pre-apocalypse.
It's during the apocalypse.
You're on the cusp of the apocalypse unless these 4 people,
so
there's 2 different franchises,
you know what it's
and
called?
Duff, 5 people.
5 people.
President.
I've got a title.
Go.
The day after Jurassic World. That's good, isn't it?
Yeah. Set it in 2012.
Are you fucking writing all this down? You got the notepad.
Yeah, I don't have a pen though.
Jot this down. This is good.
It's up here, mate.
You're welcome, Hollywood.
I'm president. I'm a high school graduate. I've actually written here in the liked bits. The overall feel of the movie is a bit clunky. It's really clunky. It doesn't know what it is.
It's the tone.
As you were just saying,
it's uneven.
espionage thriller. We got 2 movies going on. Like,
If I was watching this movie and not reminiscing about the other 5 movies, yeah, do I like it? That's why I think it's for MFFs. Like, I really do think, and what I've written here is, I didn't really care for it, so I'm going back to following the 5 steps.
Well, to me, that's where the previous 5 movies can either be baggage or they can like be a leg up.
You've seen them all? You watched the other Jurassic Worlds?
I have, but I can't remember anything about the other Jurassic Worlds at all.
Okay.
Other than Blue and Chris Pratt,
there's the kids in the ball.
Yeah,
you
remember
that?
the orcs?
Yeah, the orcs.
Yeah, that's right. I remember
That was a highlight.
Again, if you told me scenes, they'd come back to me, but in the moment, I don't actually.
That's the only one I remember.
I didn't hate them. I don't remember raving about them.
Yeah.
But like that's where I think. So they went for a bit of. Obviously, they were trying to tap into that nostalgia by bringing back Sam Neill and Laura Dern.
Yep.
But then that also is kind of a reminder of how it used to me was how much better it was when it was.
I agree. Yeah.
The original ones, like to me, they
bit
were
more heart.
Especially the first one in particular. Like that was huge, right?
Incredible.
On so many levels.
And it was scarier in a wide open scene, like the kitchen scene, that when you first see the T-Rex, the puddle.
Yeah. I
still look at puddles when I try to bang the table when a glass is there.
Yeah.
And you can't beat number 1. That is a movie on its own.
Yeah.
It had a massive advantage though, because it was the first dinosaur movie.
Yeah.
So it had that advantage. Like
Yes.
these guys are trying to do this for the 6th time.
Yeah.
So they're starting way back.
That's part of my point as well, is that we're sort of, it's passe now to look at these special effects, whereas initially as well, it was just game-changing special effects.
Incredible.
It was Spielberg. Even, like, I can't even remember the story well enough to paraphrase it, but the story about the glass, that shot, like, is a famous shot, right?
Yeah,
The way they pulled it off.
They show the glass, and when the T-Rex is actually coming, they show the puddle.
Yeah,
Where's it go?
but the way that they got the water to move, there's actually there's a whole story behind it. I don't, in terms of the actual filmmaking of it.
Right.
Yeah, I'm glad I touched on it because I don't know anything about it.
Jurassic Park is
Oh yeah, because they got to get the water to move without the camera moving. Or
Yeah,
is that what you mean?
Yeah, there was something they did. It was ingenious the way they pulled it off. But
it's
never
Michael
mind, edit that
Crichton's
out.
genius that started it. Steven Spielberg, another genius, gets it.
This is the
That's it.
thing. This
Then
is
it's
at
a
that
perfect
level.
storm, and then you get Jeff Goldblum, Sam Neill, Laura Dern. You've got the perfect
And
storm.
add in there the CGI that's never been seen like that before.
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson.
What
Samuel Jackson's in Jurassic Park 1.
is he?
Yeah, he's a technician who gets his Laura
Oh,
Dern
the
finds his
toilet.
hand. What? No, that's a lawyer, Ken.
Oh fuck! I can't
Sam-
remember now.
Ah.
Oh no! Yeah, of course
God
he
damn
is.
it! Please,
Yeah. Of course, he
smoking
is.
the whole movie.
I gotta go back and watch it.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen it for so long.
Yeah,
So Jurassic,
I had some cons.
I'm still on likes.
I've still got 1 or 2 more likes.
Oh,
as well,
sure.
actually.
The CGI is great, but I've also got thoughts on that in my cons as well.
Yeah.
But the dinosaurs, every single one of them was believable, apart from the animatronics, the baby dinosaurs. CGI just cannot make baby dinosaurs look good.
It's in my cons.
Yeah,
right.
the anima. Like, why did Colin go? Yeah, we're gonna stick with Jurassic Park, use animatronics, and really change the. No CGI it. Fuck it. I don't care for it
Why
anymore.
would we do animatronics with the technology we have now with CGI?
Yeah.
And all the animatronic shit was awful. I actually had flashbacks to fucking Anaconda.
Yeah.
You know, the snake head ad that we watched fucking 2
Like
months ago?
the
I was like, this looks very similar to the animatronics from 97.
This is more like the Muppet Show
I get-
in Jurassic Park.
I get that Laura Dern, she has to have an interaction with a Triceratops because she had that sick one, the first one, and this one she walks up to a baby one. That's not a fucking animal.
Nah.
That is, she
Weird.
is fucking rubbing it like a puppet.
A toy,
Yeah.
I thought I was at a
fucking
fucking
weird.
I thought I was at a SciTech exhibition for a couple of moments there.
Dinosaurs come to life.
Yeah. I thought I was at Walking with Dinosaurs at the local shopping mall.
It's so fucking weird, yeah.
Yeah, very weird. I don't know why he did animatronics.
They also use the young ones, and they've done this throughout the whole franchise, so it's no big surprise. But they use them to emotionally manipulate you, right? So, and they sort of imbue them with a little bit of humanity. You know, even the way they look at you, and then the sounds they make, they go, oh.
Yeah.
They look at you, they go, oh, and you go, oh, fuck it, let's
Toys.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Sell.
But it's also more like trying to make you more sympathetic to the dinosaurs,
Yeah.
because otherwise, like,
Well, they're giant reptiles.
yeah, they're not. There's not a lot of redeeming features about them.
No.
No. Baby Blue Blue, the younger baby Blue.
Baby Blue?
Whoa.
Baby back ribs.
I wonder what a dinosaur tastes like.
Oh, it would taste...
Like crocodile.
I've never tasted crocodile.
Yeah.
I've tasted man.
I know you have.
Yeah, Baby Blue looked good, but every other young dinosaur in this movie looked like a pile of shit. I'm very disappointed.
As in the animatronic.
The animatronics, everything animatronic.
There was a couple of animatronic of larger dinosaurs as well. There's a couple of scenes where it's like, oh, that's clearly animatronics because they move so like awkwardly.
Which
like
one?
there was no fuck. Yeah, next question.
Yeah.
I just noticed it. I was like, I almost got to a point where I was playing a game. Like CGI animatronics, yeah.
That's a good game. I should have played that.
It wasn't.
My last good point is, thank God they bring back my favorite dinosaur. The ones that make noises, the little fuckers, and no one grabs it by the neck.
Oh, the one that got fucking Newman in the first movie.
Newman, yes.
Hello, Newman.
Which brings me, I got to do a fun fact. I got to do it.
The frill neck dinosaur.
Yeah, the frill neck. Dilophosaurus or some stuff.
It's on the
like
2-cent coin.
So Lewis Hodgson, the CEO of Biosyn.
Yes.
He is actually the character is from the first Jurassic Park. He is the guy trying to buy the embryos of Dennis Nedry, and he pays Dennis Nedry the money.
There you go. That's cool.
How it's a known fact. At the end of the movie, he's grabbing all his belongings. He grabs that whipped cream.
Yeah, I was wondering what that was.
Down the river. You knew it was going to come back eventually.
Yeah, right. Okay.
And then the other one, you can look it up on YouTube, is Dennis Nedry goes, Dodgson here. We've got Dodgson here. Does anyone care? That's from the first one. Lewis Dodgson's a character in the last one. It all ties in. And the way Dennis Nedry dies is he gets killed by those Dilophosauruses.
Yeah.
Has this guy die?
Yeah.
Gets done by the same animal.
Right.
It's all a big throwback to the MFS.
It really is for MFFs, isn't it?
Yeah,
I didn't pick up any of that.
No one's going to pick up that, but I would pick it up.
I mean, it was pretty obvious. It wasn't subtle at all with the can and whatnot, but I had no idea what the fuck that was. I was like, I must have missed this earlier.
Because the can goes down the river and lost forever.
I was definitely looking at my phone during when they set this up.
But
apparently not.
So for me, that's a good throwback. It's like that's a guy trying to actually
Yeah, that's good.
Yep, I like that.
buy it at the start.
Yeah, it was totally lost on me, but thanks.
So-
yeah.
Also a fun fact, and I'll step out of the room and you guys can talk about cons.
I think we've done a few, to be fair.
Yeah.
I mean, some of your pros turned into cons, like the animatronics.
Oh, yeah.
That was one of mine. I had a large problem, and I know this is just going to cause a thing. I had a large problem with the fucking CGI of all the dinosaurs, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, so I didn't know. I'm starting to get a little bit like, fuck, am I too picky? Or
Yes.
after you guys attacked me for my problem with the CGI in
Battle Last
Battle
Flash.
Last
Attacked him
Flash.
with Duff.
Yeah.
Attacked him, apparently.
So
I attacked him.
right from the word go, I went, these dinosaurs look like shit.
Right.
As in the CGI is not on par with other like new blockbuster films, like the budget they had. I was like, maybe I'm just fucking... I texted a couple of friends that had seen the movie, and I was like, and straight away, 2-second reply, yeah, awful. I was like, okay, it wasn't just me. So I then went back and watched the first Jurassic World, thinking like, oh, maybe it's just my new... I've got a new TV, whatever. So I was like, maybe it's my TV is just too good for the CGI. I'm quite well off. I have very expensive
He
electronics.
knows
at
he's
home.
got the worst in electronics.
No, so Jurassic World, the first one, it's way better. As in the actual dinosaurs,
right. Okay.
the dinosaurs move a lot better and they also interact with their environment a lot better.
Yeah,
This
okay.
looked like the dinosaurs, well, obviously they're superimposed, they're fucking CGI, but they had no interaction with like the actual bushes and the snow on the floor and things like that. If you watch closely, the dinosaurs just move over the top of the snow. Like there's a lot of times where there's no actual like the snow doesn't go flying off to the sides when they take a step and stuff. And I know I'm getting a little bit picky, but like I expect a certain level of attention to detail when we're talking $150 million it's going to do a bill.
Yeah.
Don't give me this lazy fucking CGI. And one of the reviews at the start, the critic reviews said that it felt like he didn't care.
Yeah.
And that was one thing that stood out to me. It's like, this feels like really lazy fucking dinosaur CGI. Other than the feather one that swam through the water, I thought that was brilliant. That looked beautiful.
Yeah.
But a lot of the stuff with Blue, like I thought he just looked off the whole movie in the woods there.
Yeah, maybe I was one-eyed. I imagine one-eyed is
Yeah.
what you call it. But I
So
do
I don't want
remember-
to start a whole other thing because if you guys
that's
didn't
okay.
notice it, we'll just move on.
I didn't
But
notice so much.
I thought it was absolute
Like you
dog
say,
shit.
Ken,
Versus
everyone's
other.
entitled to their opinion, no matter how wrong it is.
Well, I just watched the new film Beast with Idris
did you?
Elba
Whee!
with the lions.
don't talk about it too much.
The lion, that movie with the lions in that,
Incredible.
They look fucking way better than this.
Yeah, right.
Way
Okay.
better. And that's I watched it on the same TV.
Yeah.
And that's probably a $20 million movie.
Yeah.
And this is 150 mil.
Yeah, yeah.
And those lions look fucking way better.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah, I just got a problem there.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all on CGI.
Hey, that's
I don't want to become the CGI guy.
That's too late.
Nah.
That's your thing.
For me, I didn't notice it too much.
Okay. Did you notice it at all? Did you a couple of times go,
Maybe-
those dinosaurs are a bit clunky the way
Yeah, I
they're moving.
did. When the thing's walking through the lumber yard, I was like, oh, there's snow on its back. That's quite clever. For me, maybe I was, like I said, too one-eyed. I was, dinosaurs. This is fucking
that's
sick.
fair.
Oh,
We'll move
look
on.
at Blue running. I didn't notice him tapping a bush as he ran through. I'm not into it.
I only looked for that because he looked so weird.
Yeah.
It looked like real weird. Like, what's going on here? It looked like a bad video game.
I'd say I'd never unsee it, but I'm not going to watch this movie again. So it actually doesn't matter at all. Yeah. I found the scene that I did like visually that was also kind of ties into a problem with the way it was set up was I like the fireball crickets.
Oh, it looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
man.
When they're swarming inside the
Yeah.
actual glass incubator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
But
looks
as a
wicked.
subplot, which was
They're
kind of
locusts.
also...
I just want to tell everyone they're locusts.
Yeah, no.
Same shit.
He called them grasshoppers.
What is it?
Oh,
Grasshopper, locust, same shit.
It's a locust is just a big grasshopper. They hop
all-
less and they fly
yeah.
more.
They also fucking disgust me. I can't even touch them in real life. Like a little one, I'm like, that's gross.
Yeah, they're fucking.
I call my
weird animals.
wife, like, just get that out. Get it off the back patio. It's fucking disgusting. So you can imagine how I felt, these giant ones. It's like, oh, fuck.
They're your frogs.
Yeah, they are.
to you
Yeah.
what frogs are to me. Yeah. Right.
Anyway.
So I thought, first of all, that's where the tone shifted in the movie as well. So we went from kind of the setup with the threads tying back to the old one, the setup of the storyline with the clone girl going missing and all, and the becoming attached to the younger girl with and finding out she's got brontosaurus superpowers or whatever they were in the lumberyard there, all that sort of shit. Then we go to the evil genius, who right from the fucking get-go was pretty clearly, I didn't know he was from the first movie, I had no fucking idea, but it was pretty clear. I was like, there's the bad guy. Like, as soon as he came on screen, I was like, that's your bad guy right there.
Is he an evil genius?
No,
Yeah.
he's not really. He did.
He not actually, at no point did he actually go, I'm trying to destroy the world.
No, he is.
No, but did he?
Yeah, he's
he had
killing everyone's crops so his crops like survive, and it's money, 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 money.
He unleashed a plague of fucking prehistoric massive killer
When
locusts.
Petey Wong,
Yeah, but
the
he's
big
also...
villain from the first,
I'm really interested that you took his side in this.
Well, no, I didn't take his side. I was just like, he's not that evil.
when Petey Wong, the villain from the first two Jurassic Worlds, goes, "You're pushing the envelope too far. I'm going to be a good guy now."
Yeah.
You make a guy who's bad turn good and wear a cardigan heaps.
Yeah. He just looked really anxious. I was like, the doctor from fucking Law and Order's really let himself go.
That's who it is. The whole movie.
Petey
Well,
Wong! I love him.
He's in a lot of shit.
Yeah, he
he's
is
really
good.
good.
Yeah.
He is really good.
No, and also, this is the other thing with that. So that was to me, that should have been a bigger deal, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because it was fucking locusts wiping out the majority of the Earth's food supply.
Yeah.
that's gonna be a problem.
I think he never did that speech though.
He did, man.
Did he?
Yeah.
He never did that.
the doctor was
And
like,
just-
"We need to stop this," and he was pretty much offhandedly.
Did
like,
you expect him to do a bit like I'm going to take over the world?
Yeah. I wanted a monologue.
What? Tomorrow the world.
Yeah. That's what I wanted.
It wasn't that kind of deal.
Oh.
He was just much more subtly evil.
He's a corporate evil.
But they were pretty terrifying, those locusts. Like seeing
Yeah.
that plague coming
Yeah.
in, all that sort of thing. So that was a shift in tone
Disgusted
as well. Yeah. And then like, as if they weren't bad enough.
At the
Then he
farmhouse,
fucking sets them on fire,
Yeah.
and it is raining fucking massive
Fire
kill.
locusts.
one of the cool things is with a Gigantosaurus, whatever it is, each one is like,
Oh, it
that's
takes it out of the
That's a
air,
tasty treat coming
Flambe.
from it.
Oh, it's cooked.
That's really
Yeah,
nice.
it's just a medium rare.
Didn't
medium
we,
rare
didn't
cricket.
We, didn't we eat fucking grasshoppers or crickets
Yeah, we
in the
did.
bus?
Yeah, somewhere.
Yeah, in
the
Vegas.
desert, in Nevada desert. Yeah,
Vegas,
yeah.
Vegas.
Gross.
It's just, I was drinking my own pee, eating crickets. 5 hours on a bus, I do strange things.
So this is another point to the laziness of it, was how the character, like how many coincidences happen in this film. Like someone
many.
explained to me, and I could have missed another thing here, but someone explained to me, how did Owen, Chris Pratt, and Claire wind up in Morocco? How did they get there?
No, they flew there in the
As in,
plane.
not flew there. How did they know to go there?
Because they go to the CIA, they talk to the guy from Jurassic World 1. 2, the scary kid, he's CIA now. He tells them
Did I just miss that whole scene?
that the assassin has gone to Morocco. That's where they always do their meets.
What assassin?
The poacher.
Oh, the poacher.
So, French intelligence is in charge of looking after that and trying to arrest this guy.
Okay.
The guy who works
All
for the
right, so
French
there was-
intelligence,
no, that's
Omar
fine.
Sy, is the guy from Jurassic Park 1 who works with Owen Wilson at the Raptor Den.
So they're doing
He
too
is a
much.
dear friend.
They're doing too
Yeah,
much.
that was all just, how the
was
fuck did they know to
unnecessary.
come here?
See, you lost me halfway through
Yeah.
explaining it.
Yeah.
Just make it about fucking
But it just happened
dinosaurs
a lot.
roaming there.
Like, they get to the end of the tunnels or whatever towards the end, and then who's waiting there for them? Like, they just happen to meet up in this giant park, and like I don't know. There was just a lot of shit where it was just like, fuck, that was a lucky coincidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, over and over and over again. Yeah.
There was more than the usual amount of suspension of disbelief.
Yeah, but that was probably my only plot thing, because I kind of, with movies like this, like, I'm not going to dare. It's a fucking blockbuster, and it's for 8-year-olds to 80-year-olds.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to fucking pick the plot to pieces. Yeah.
I got one more plot piece.
No, please do.
And it is related to my scientist and the locust.
It's not as bad as I was thinking for.
Well, no.
I think it was going to be.
I didn't hate this movie. Don't get me
No,
wrong.
no,
at all.
I didn't hate it.
But I've got to pick a couple of things on everything.
Yeah.
I'm that guy.
That's cool.
So the other thing was with the doctor and the locusts.
Yeah.
So it once we worked out that it was kind of a subplot, because I thought that was going to be the core of the story. I thought they were going to have to stop these locusts.
Yeah.
The main characters, they didn't even know that was going on. That was news to them. They would have turned on the news and gone, "Oh fuck, wow! I thought I had a bad day." And then
Yeah, our daughter's been stolen.
yeah, big deal.
Oh, we'll just clone another one.
yeah.
Clones are us. The scientist who nearly gets killed because he's running like a scientist away from the dinosaurs and have to go back and get him. Then they help him escape. He solves the whole thing like super quick.
Yeah.
With some brand new, never seen before DNA tech, which
Yeah.
is revolutionary apparently. It's on the news and everything.
Yeah.
He's just whipped that fucking shit up super quick.
Yeah.
There's a plague, like there's an active plague, and it's multiplying and it's destroying the world. You don't have long. So I'm thinking 36 hours it took this guy to whip this shit up.
Yeah.
Right.
Genius.
Impressive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Behind that cotton sweater, he's a genius.
Yeah, with one arm, so he did it as well, because when he fell over, he hurt his elbow, apparently.
I remember another scene I really liked, and I'll bring it back. Jeff
I
Goldblum.
thought we were doing cons. You're not allowed anymore, pro.
Yeah, I fucking forgot to write this one.
Oh.
Or say it. Jeff Goldblum putting the code in.
Yeah.
He just starts putting random numbers, 1 in 8 million chance.
Oh, yeah, the birth
and then
date
the
of
guys
Miles
at the
Davis or whatever.
control center and goes, "Oh, I'll just open it here." Why didn't you open that beforehand?
Yeah.
Just like-
Well, the dinosaurs would have got
and
out.
I just found it amazing that Jeff Goldblum thought he did it. And then there's
That was good. I liked that.
There's a throwback again to running away from dinosaurs in a Jeep.
Yes.
Another throwback to the Jeep falling down. Jeff Goldblum being in the car this time instead of a young teenage girl while a dinosaur circles it with the Jeep upturned. So
More
another
throwbacks.
throwback.
I like those
More and
scenes. I
more
like
throwbacks.
those scenes.
Yeah,
with
they were all good.
Pretty
It
much
is-
anything with Goldblum in it. There's the Jeep scene.
All the action stuff was fun.
It was good.
Yeah.
Early in the movie, he calls, I'm pretty sure it's Evil Genius, he calls him a specious rat bastard, which I just fucking
Oh,
think is
yeah.
incredible. That's the name of my band now.
Yeah.
Secondly, can't wait to use that on something like just in the lunchroom.
Yeah.
Just going to smash someone with that one.
I had 2 more cons, and that's it.
Go for it, man.
Yeah. So, and this is still on the laziness thing. So, actually, first one's not. The first one was Bryce Dallas Howard, who I actually think she's pretty good. I've seen her in quite a lot of things, and I was like, she's fine. Like, I'm not a fan boy, but I think she's cool. In this, fuck, man. Is she the worst actor in this movie by a long shot?
Yeah,
she's
not
awful.
Good. She's not good in it.
It's like she's trying to act. Like she's acting trying to act. Does that make sense? I'm like, fuck, it was bad.
Yeah.
Not just me?
No, she wasn't good.
Yeah, okay.
No, I don't think her or Chris Pratt were good at all.
Well, the problem was because she was so bad that I think that might have like drained the fucking energy out of Chris Pratt, because there was zero. I actually found them awkward in a scene together.
Yeah.
Not only was there no chemistry, there was actually the opposite of chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he just farted
wonder.
in her mouth or something. Like it was just weird. It was weird.
That's not the face you use.
So that was just a thing.
He's not German.
And as I said, nothing like I like Bryce Dallas Howard. I just thought she
No,
was just
I
bad. She was
completely
fine in
agree.
the other one.
Oh, the other one, she's great.
Yeah,
She's
she was
been good in
good.
other
Yeah.
stuff too.
The only other thing which
Dallas
I don't know whether
Buyers
you
Club.
guys, I had a similar thing with I had a similar thing with Uncharted. A lot of the sets I actually feel like this entire film was probably shot inside a studio. I think there was almost nothing that was shot on set other than maybe the landing strip at the very end of the film. Everything else felt like it was built set. Like even the jungle scenes, that's built. That's not real jungle. You can tell. And that...
They can't actually go out in the wild and do this. There's dinosaurs.
But no, that I fucking hate that. It's just lazy again because they don't want to drag everyone out and like, you know, all of a sudden there's weather and there's environmental factors and it's expensive and all that. So they go, just build it in lot 44.
Yeah.
44?
44.
And because of that, whenever you build a set, unless you have like incredible attention to detail, which we've watched movies recently that do, the sets often quite look really sterile.
Yeah.
And even when like they're going through tunnels or even the scene in, I'm calling it Morocco, it might not have been Morocco, but
it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So that whole like where the dinosaurs are fighting each other and like that whole big warehousey type thing. Even that you could tell was built. Man, the floor is immaculate. And everything's so clean, like it's just been wiped down with fucking spray and wipe. This is like a dirty backyard, like dinosaur. It's like basically a pit bull fighting ring, and it's like spotless.
Yeah,
and it's like fuck, man. I don't know, man. It's lazy. It's fucking lazy. Yeah.
I didn't notice any of it.
Yeah, I mean, it
bothers me, man.
I think once you get in a tangent of you notice the sets, if that Moroccan one bothered you, you would have been noticing every single set. Like,
well, I noticed it from early on because I knew that hut, or not the hut, the cabin where they live.
Yeah, that was a set.
And I was like, that's a set.
The whole thing's a set.
The forest behind them's just green screened. Yeah. And I'd picked that up instantly because you could see that Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard, you could see that they were superimposed, like they were in front of a green screen. And I'm like, it's a forest behind them. Shoot it in the fucking forest, you lazy pricks.
Have you seen that?
So then the whole film, I'm like, yep, studio.
That's
It's
just one of those things that can distract you from the movie.
It didn't actually take away from my entertainment.
Yeah.
Like in terms of the action, I was like, it bothered the fuck out of me. But I was like, it's not. It's fine, Kennedy. Just let it go.
Glad your mantra's starting to kick in.
Yeah. Right, so that was it. That was the cons I had. There's probably some others, but I don't want to.
I've got a few fun facts before we head into our cast.
Yep.
So when Jeff Goldblum found out all three of them are coming back, he never thought this would happen. So he tweeted out, "Oh shit, you did it. You son of a bitch, you did it." Which is his famous line from Jurassic World. I thought that's a really cool thing. And that gets people excited for it. This movie was heavily impacted by COVID. Massive. Right in the middle of it. Right. Smack dab in the middle of it.
That just explains the studios.
Yep, right smack dab in the middle of it. Okay. So they spent over $10 million on safeguards.
Yep. Well, they built $10 million studios.
Hiring entire hotels, booking the whole thing out. 150 sanitizing station around the studio.
Yeah. Perfect workplace.
And roughly 18...
You'd love that.
I just want to roll around in one of those orbs. That's what I want to do. Just fucking never touch anyone again.
And roughly 18,000 COVID tests throughout the movie.
Yeah, okay. Right.
That is a lot.
That actually makes a great deal of sense.
They had to test all the dinosaurs and everything. Yeah. We didn't know at that point whether they were contagious.
The animatronic ones, they're all touching them.
Yeah. Last fun fact.
Yeah.
I got a kill count.
Oh, good.
Oh, really? 3?
Yeah. No.
Oh.
I'm just trying to think. There wasn't heaps, was there? Is it only... Nah, is it only 1?
No. 46.
No.
Oh.
The whole crew on that ship dies, according to the website.
Okay. Right. I forgot about that.
Then
I was just thinking of the one guy that gets his head...
And someone got the maritime logs.
In Morocco, there's 6 people that die in Morocco.
6 in there, okay.
And then there's all the Secret Service agents that
I feel silly now. Same one.
Tagged beforehand. The guy the guy in the scooter that gets eaten, which is always good for morale.
Yeah. There was a lot now that I think about it.
Just general.
That's a lot of deaths.
Yeah, 46. Really surprised.
It's nearly
me.
50.
Still way less violent than the other ones, eh?
Not enough blood for you, Ken.
Over 2 million locusts died.
Oh.
Good.
Yeah, they were terrible.
Imagine that kid, massive fucking locusts. Look out.
All right, let's go into the cast.
It's a whole meal.
As you know from my previous podcast, I don't really like to delve deep into people's careers. I'll just go into the Metascore and do the lazy way.
That's fine.
I'll Jurassic World lazy it. Okay?
Yep.
Of course, it's Chris Pratt. We talked about him. He'll appear again, I believe. His Metacritic score is pretty good. 57.
Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah. So...
What did the Terminal List get?
Terminal List?
Yeah, the greatest TV show ever made.
They can't review it. They can't critically review it. 100. It's
Wow.
so fucking good. I've actually written here, please watch the Terminal List. I can't recommend it enough.
So good.
It's so raw, and Chris Pratt has finally found a role that suits him.
Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
That's old Chris Pratt.
Yeah, I fucking love
Yeah.
that show.
Yeah, it's so good. So his Metacritic score is 57, which is amazing. He's
Yeah,
got
way
2
better than I thought it
movies
would be.
in the 90s.
Shit, what?
He's got 3 movies in the 80s. That's crazy.
I'm assuming the first Guardians would be up there.
Nah. Marvel never gets critically great. I think the highest one's like 70 odd.
Is it? Okay.
Or something like that. His top movie is, I mentioned it earlier, Zero Dark 30,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
95.
Yep.
And also Her with
Yep.
Jacques.
Joaquin.
Yeah, never watched it. Not interested.
Oh, it's really good.
Yeah.
It's depressing, but it's good.
I'm good.
Yeah, and his
Never seen it.
I've got
you-
enough sadness in my life. Ken.
You'd really like it. Anyway,
I haven't watched it either.
you wouldn't like it.
Yeah, I didn't think. I think that's why I haven't watched it. And we've talked about this movie before. It is the only movie I've turned off in recent memories. His worst movie. It's movie 43. It was just like the skip movie of 18.
Shit.
Under that, please watch the terminal list, and I'd like to bring that up again.
So it's got movie 43 got 18.
18.
Yeah, that's too many.
That's better than what I thought it'd be. Yeah.
I was like, you put that movie on, there's ball sacks on Hugh Jackman's face.
Which sounds hilarious, right?
yeah, sounds hilarious, but it's just awkward.
Yeah.
Bryce Dallas.
Yes.
You yawn? Am I boring you, friend? Am I fucking boring you, friend?
Is that the end of a work week?
I'm hungover. You don't see me. Bryce Dallas Howard, as we discussed, she wasn't great in this. She's great in the other ones.
Yeah.
I didn't really know her from much of her movies as well. Her best movie is Pete's Dragon,
Haven't
Don't
seen
know
it.
it.
71. So her Metacritic score is 51. Pete's Dragon's a kid's movie, so you guys fucking know.
Okay.
Oh, Pete's Dragon.
Pete's
Oh, yeah,
Dragon.
I know that.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
you said peach.
I thought you were saying
Dragon.
Peach Dragon. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am
As in the
saying,
fruit.
Sounds like a cocktail.
I am saying Pete's Dragon.
I'll have a peach
No,
dragon
peach.
and a sex on the
Peach.
beach, please.
What the fuck's Peach Dragon?
It's a drama about a fucking dragon that's
off.
fucking
Yeah.
orange. Oh no, that dragon's fucking peach.
You know what, Duff? You know what? I could eat a peach dragon for hours. Kill the
I'm cast destroyed.
We've peaked.
All right, go on.
Her worst movie is Lady in the Water, which is 36. Truly terrible.
That's
M.
M. Night
Night Shyamalan.
Shyamalan, yeah.
Hate it.
Hate it.
Awful movie.
Hate it. She's talented.
Is that
though.
that's the one where the guy's got the
Yeah.
one jack?
I
arm?
always think about that
that's
guy.
The only one, only bit of the movie
Weird.
I remember.
Always think about him.
Clifton Cullen. I love him. That's his name.
Yeah, he's,
Talented director, just like her dad. Man,
Really?
yeah, she hasn't done any features that I noticed or cared for, but she's done Boba Fett, which is a great little TV show. But
this is one of the new Disney Plus ones. or
yeah,
is this
yeah.
animal?
But it's a bit subpar to The Mandalorian.
Yep.
She directed one Boba Fett,
Right.
the highest ranking out of all of them.
Okay.
It was
I didn't know
fucking.
that.
Yeah,
Really?
wicked.
You could tell it was done by a different director. Same thing for Mandalorian. Great show.
Yeah.
She did 2 episodes of that.
Yeah.
Highly rated.
Wow.
shit.
Okay, I didn't
So
know.
her dad's a famous director, Ron Howard. She's also
Wait. She's fucking Ron Howard's daughter?
Yeah.
Yes.
I had no idea.
Did you not know that?
No.
Oh,
Really?
That's her whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, not. I mean, that's not fair to say, but like that's
That's why she's just hanging on to that name. That's why she's got 3 names.
Yeah.
Right, okay. No, I had no fucking idea.
There you go.
That's great.
Wow.
And then you got the legends of the movie, okay? Sam Neill, who will always be Dr. Alan Grant to me. Big impact on me.
Yeah.
Laura Dern.
That's why
big
you're a
impact
doctor,
on
I
me.
believe.
There's no such thing as someone that doesn't like Sam Neill.
Yeah.
He's one of the most likable guys. It's of Hollywood. Well, of Australia.
He is a legend.
Yeah.
His worst movie, he got a 1. So his Metacritic score, let's just say he's done fucking 1,000 movies, 1,000 TV shows in Australia.
Yeah.
56, which is incredible.
Yeah,
it's great.
considering
Yes.
Fucking incredible.
Fair.
Considering he has a 1 in his...
A 1.
Yeah, it's a movie I've never heard of called United Passions.
Nah, sounds terrible.
Don't know.
I don't want to
Just
say
like,
I
passion
don't want to
fruit.
say a little porn there, Sammy Neill, but I'm going to find that movie.
Can't be interested? Yeah,
And
no.
pray.
Yeah, I want to see him get down.
I hope it's in France. His best movie is 96, The Piano.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Funny story, never seen it. I've
No.
seen every Sam Neill movie apart from United Passions
Those two, yeah.
and The Piano.
Yeah.
Not interested.
Jane Champion.
So he's everyone knows Sam Neill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to delve deep. Another legend of the film industry, Laura Dern.
Yes.
Yeah.
Incredible that she looks the way she looks
Yeah.
at her age,
Yep.
which I didn't look up.
Yeah.
Her Metacritic score
I
is
assume she'd be 70. She'd be around
61.
there,
61 is
61.
huge.
Yeah.
She's
Wow.
been around for a long time.
Yeah.
And she's got 3 movies in the 90s, which is incredible.
Shit, wow.
Little Woman, 91. The Tale, 90. and Marriage Story, 96.
Okay.
Oh, she plays the lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's very good in that.
Yeah. And her worst movie. And I love it when a legend cranks out a piece of shit. I love it.
She won I think she won the Best Supporting for that, for
Yeah, she
Marriage
did.
Story. Yeah.
Yeah, she did. The worst movie she's ever done is Grizzly 2, The Revenge.
That's come up before.
The Grizzly,
No, not the Grizzly 2.
Was
I'm
it
the Bear movie guy. And
Yeah.
I've not seen the Grizzly,
Grizzly
2.
1
Grizzly
came up?
2.
Grizzly 1's good. I never watched it.
was made in 1983 and re-released in 2020. So that's
The Grizzly franchise has got more shout outs.
I've seen
on
the
this
Grizzly.
podcast.
It's good, man.
Yeah.
And what's that? Backcountry. Yeah, good.
Yep.
She got a 7. And then there's the Master. He's making a resurgence. He kind of went off for a while. Now he's back and he's got his own, like a new persona. So to say, he's like an energetic older man who plays like a 25-year-old. And I fucking love everything Jeff Gold. I want to be Jeff Goldblum when I'm older. So he's got a Metacritic score of 57. Incredible, huge fucking movies. His best movie is a Nashville, the movie, 96.
Nashville, the movie? There's a movie called
Yeah, I know
Nashville?
there's a TV show.
Might be old.
Yeah, it's an old.
It's been
old
around
movie.
for 40 years or something.
Old movie. And his worst movie is 27, which is not bad for Mordecai, that Johnny Depp piece of shit.
Oh, I hated that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'll get into the director.
I was about to ask. I didn't know whether you had anything.
Yeah.
I don't, man. He
On the
is
director, yeah. Tell me his
Colin.
story.
Okay.
I actually know something he's done. I was a fanboy for a little while.
Yeah, safety not guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Loved
okay.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Incredible. Audrey
It's one of the
Plaza.
best, like, indie, quirky
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did
Felt
so
like a
well
Duplass
and was
Brothers
critically
movie.
acclaimed so much that they gave him the Jurassic World franchise.
Yeah,
which
that's
he wrote.
elite.
Crazy.
That's a big.
So because how do you
I
go
had
from
no idea.
safety not guaranteed to Jurassic World? Like
Yeah.
He writes this
where's
movie
the
and
steps
goes,
in
"Oh,
between?
I can direct it." No, you can't, mate. Oh, have a look at this little movie.
Wait, did he write?
Jurassic World.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
I did.
Oh,
He's written them all.
shit. Okay.
Sure.
Right. You
Should've
think
said
it's
something.
Well,
more
that
than-
makes sense why he got the movie then.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm like, well, you don't
That
do
makes-
safety not guaranteed and then this.
Why doesn't
You got to
he
do
care?
It
18
makes sense why
other.
the critics went at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty accountable.
Oh, yeah, I've got the Jurassic World franchise as a whole Metacritic score.
Yep.
So the first one got 59. They're not well loved. The second one got 51.
Huh.
And this one got 38.
Shit.
So you can see there's a slow decline with the critics. There's a slow decline with the budget. Yeah.
Blockbusters, as a rule, don't do great with critics, though.
Nah,
Because
look
they're
at the
not,
Marvel
they're not
movies.
for the critics. They're
Like
for
this-
they're for the commoner.
But it also reinforces that critics aren't necessarily looking for the same thing that we are.
Yeah.
Because we just were talking before about the first Jurassic Park being so game changing with the special effects. So that how many points do they get for changing the whole fucking game when it came to special effects?
Yeah.
How many points do they get for pulling off whatever they did with that glass of water?
Fun
which
story,
I'm gonna
Jurassic
look up
Park.
later.
I'm going to watch the YouTube of that later, the glass of water.
Like, why is it? What is the metric that they're measuring? Like, does it have to be fucking handheld black and white character drama to get any points? This is my rant for tonight.
This is the
You gotta
fundamental
remember-
problem with critics.
It is.
They're
Certain
critics.
things should be but it should be taken as it's meant to be.
They're not
So if you
reviewers.
want to critically review Jurassic World, well, critically review it as a popcorn blockbuster.
That's right.
Not as the next
It's
Oscar award-winning
Spielberg
drama film.
On some
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
really well regarded source material, and it's pulled off perfectly.
Totally agree with you.
And yet, for some reason, they're marking it down because there's not enough fucking backstory and depth and blah blah blah. That's not what it's. There's enough. Thank you very much. End of rant. Thanks for listening.
You know, that's why we have to exist.
Yeah,
That's
we're
why
the
we're
counter
here.
critics.
Yeah.
Cut
Yeah.
critics,
That's right.
reviewers. Should we redeem it or find out if
No, fuck no. I hated it. Have I not made that clear? Jesus. No, I'll go.
Go for it.
As I said before, I'm a Jurassic Park, Jurassic World guy.
Yeah.
I'm not a MFF, did you call them? Yeah. I'm not a motherfucking fan. But I've enjoyed them all, and quite frankly, I'll keep watching them if they keep coming. This one did feel a bit off for various reasons, as discussed. I'm just going to blanket as laziness from the director, I felt, or from whoever the production team. But maybe some of that is to do with COVID, so I'm kind of forgiving that a little bit now.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the fact that it was all studio shot, that sort of stuff. With all the shit stuff, because I was probably more passionate about what I didn't like than what I did like.
Mm-hmm.
I still go. I didn't dislike this, and I'll just tell a true story here for a second. Last week when you announced the film, and my immediate reaction was, I've watched the first half an hour of that or something. I think I said,
Yeah.
And then you went, oh no, you turned it off, and I did. And then I had to cover that up quickly because I didn't want to bum anyone out that I turned it off because I fucking hated it. So I went back and watched it as like a blockbuster or whatever. I was like, I'll watch it for the pod. And this time around, I was like, oh, this is entertaining. This is fine. This is just like the other two.
Yeah.
This is good. This is blockbuster. This is cheap entertainment. I don't have to think too hard.
I kind of thought you were lying when you said you turned it off. I went,
Yeah.
You turned it off.
Nah, well, we turned it off partly because we were fucking tired of it, but also like, I'm not enjoying this.
Not for me.
So anyway, after all that, I basically, I'm going to redeem it. Just slightly, though.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm probably in line with what they gave the first film. So I gave it a 54. And if they do another one, I want them to give it to someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this...
Spielberg.
I think Colin's had his moment now.
Yeah.
Cool. That's it.
Look, I didn't dislike this movie, but I wasn't in love with it. And I disliked... I shouldn't say dislike, but I wasn't engaged for at least the first hour and a half, probably.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
remember.
I really
It's a lot of
struggled.
it.
I know. I really struggled with the first bit of it because I was like, what the fuck is this? It's not a Jurassic Park movie. I was like, what are you trying for here? And one of the things that elevated the original, particularly the original, I know I keep calling back to that, but that was the one that had the most impact on me because it was an event.
Yeah.
There was so much that was special about that. And it's hard. It was a phenomenon and it's still enduring. It's an enduring classic to this day. And it's partly because of the original premise was an unreal premise for a movie. Like, we're like, what the fuck? There's this larva and they're going to make,
Yeah.
all of that was great. And that elevated it, made it a bit smarter as well than the average dumb blockbuster. So it had like a level of execution, the premise being a bit smarter. It was all elevated. It had, like we've said a few times, it had Spielberg and it had Michael Crichton. It was actually using Michael Crichton's material to draw from as well, which is a huge leg up. And it makes it hard for me to disengage my brain to watch this on the level of just a dumb blockbuster when I know that this is being carried out so well already in my lifetime. Like I've seen it and I'm still, relatively attached to that. I'm not a MFF, I'm a casual. And then on top of that, the fact that there was the callback to the original cast with the cast members to the original franchise may have actually hurt it for me a little bit as well, in that it was almost a very stark reminder of what it can be.
Yeah.
And it's not just because it was reminding me of the original movies being so good. It was the fact that they were the best part of this whole thing, and they were the ones that had me invested the most. That the chemistry was the best. They just were trying, like I said, they just seemed to be trying harder than everyone else.
They
in the
wanted
movie.
to be a part of it.
Yeah. And to them,
Totally
it might
agree.
be like, for no disrespect to Sam Neill and Laura Dern, who are doing great work, but for them to get the call to be in the Jurassic movies again, they would have been like, "Fuck it, yes, stoked!" Like, this is a big deal for us. Whereas Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard are probably just seeing out their contractual obligation at this point.
It did definitely.
So they're
feel like
sleepwalking a little bit. So there was that. So I can't redeem it based on the fact I can't give it a score over 50 when half of it or more kind of bored me.
Yeah, that's okay.
But I didn't hate this movie. Like, I don't want to make it sound like I'm shitting on it. I can see the attraction to it. It just wasn't quite for me. Didn't quite hit the mark for me. So I'm going to give it 48.
Okay, that's higher than I thought you would give it. I was worried at the start. And now for me. Well,
94. Dinosaurs are cool.
100. So I got a bit of a surprise. I watched it and I followed the 5 steps, which made me enjoy it.
It's called a 5-step program.
But
It's very close to that.
in doing my research, I found little nitpicking bits that I didn't quite as enjoy as I thought I would.
Yeah.
So what I did, I'm a
more.
motherfucking fan. I'm going to revisit the other movies because I like to. Jurassic Park, I gave it a 96.
Wow. Yep.
Lost World, I gave it an 84.
Okay.
Jurassic Park 3, 41.
Ooh.
Jurassic World 1, 87. Jurassic World 2, 78. Dominion, 64. I didn't love it.
Like you really hate
as
Jurassic Park
much.
3.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I don't want to talk about it. Fucking feathers on a raptor. I get it. It's more realistic, but it bothers me.
That's fine.
Fucking bothers me, okay? I don't want to talk about it anymore. I had a bad experience with raptors.
Feathers.
Ruined Raptors for me.
Just all I remember is his feathers on my face, like in the grey. So Dominion is good, yeah? It's not up to the level of the other 4 movies.
Yep.
It's not there. The writing is... It's no writing. It's clunky. And I never thought I'd say that about a Jurassic Park movie. But there is one thing. I would give this movie a 54. It's right. It's on the level. I enjoyed it. I didn't love it. But you put a Dilophosaurus in there, it raises it a bit more. And what I'm saying to that is a service to the fans. And as a fan, I thank them for giving me a good service. So it is a 64.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. That's
Can't
good.
argue with that.
What do you got for us on the mini?
Minisode, I've got a little game for you. And the first time I'm
excited.
hosting a game, so it's going to be fucking
Unreal.
rad.
Yeah,
Unreal.
cool.
Game
Hopefully
time
I'm
with
not
Duff.
as fucking hungover as I am right now.
Yeah, no, need mirror.
14-hour hangover. I do warn you, the 5 steps come with consequences. We're also going to
the
talk
5
about...
steps lead to the 12 steps.
Yeah. Step 1, denial. You've got a problem. And we're also going to talk about sequels as well. Give us a top... what do you reckon? 5 worst sequels.
Let's go worst.
Should we go worst or
yeah,
best?
in the theme.
We'll
well,
go
let's
worst.
flip the script.
In the
Flip the
theme.
script.
Well, in the theme of this as well, because it's basically the worst of the Jurassic World
Yeah.
films. And,
Oh, yeah, Jurassic World.
And actually, speaking of flipping the script, just to segue for myself, just to T-ball it up for myself, alley-oop. I'll be announcing my next movie, so the start of our next round in the minisode, and we're doing something way off base. We're doing something completely different.
A game changer.
Game changer.
What
Yep.
is it?
Just for one
Why
round.
does no one tell me nothing?
You'll have to tune in to find out, everyone.
You'll be finding out at the same time, Duff.
But we're doing a special one-off round.
Yep.
A one-off round.
A one-off round, and that's all I'm saying for now. You'll have to tune into the minisode.
I don't know what it is, but I'm doing The Departed.
Exciting development.
I'm doing the grey.
No, you can't.
Oh.
That's episode 50.
Oh, yeah.
I get to choose first, so now I've got to choose who I'm going to piss off more.
Ooh.
Great.
But tune in for that. It'll be good.
Thanks heaps for listening to another rep of
Thank
The
you, everyone.
Redeemables.
Thank you.
Goddamn, what a rush.
Bye.